well today. I didn't schedule this workout, but the good thing about workouts like this is that you don't have to join them live. You can do them anytime. They get uploaded to the channel as well. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. So what I'm gonna do today is do a boxer step workout, and I'm gonna show different variations of the boxer step. It's gonna be 25 minutes, and I've been talking about the importance of this move for a while. So the best thing to do, aside from talking about it, is to show why it's such an important move. So I'll do that in this short 25-minute workout. All I'm going to be doing is the boxer step. So the best thing to do with a workout like this is to follow along and to try to do what I'm doing. But if you can't, that's okay. Take a rest. But this is a good learning opportunity. And so, from Korea, that's what I'm talking about. That's dedication right there. Man. Yeah, Korea, that's good. Appreciate you tuning in. All right, boxer skip workout. So there's a couple variations. I'm gonna go through all of them, and I encourage you to try your best with it and to see what you can do. What I'm gonna be doing is this is more of a beginner workout, so I'm gonna be going to the 1 and 2 minute jumps. I'm gonna be using 2 different ropes here. The ropes I'm using, the heavier RX Smart Gear Black Ops rope, which is a pretty good rope, probably one of the better ones I've used. And then the Rhythm rope, which is a lesser known rope, which I'll be doing a review on here shortly in the next week or so, hoping to get that out. And these ropes that I'm using are not trick ropes or anything like that. They're more for a boxer style workout where you're not doing too much. You're more focused on agility, quickness, footwork, and things like that. So you've come to the right place if you want to learn the boxer step. Let's go ahead and get into the stretching. Follow along with me for the warm-up stretching just to make sure that you're warmed up and your muscles are good to go. All right, let's do it. All right, that's 10 of that dynamic warm-up stretch. Now I'm going to be doing the sit and squat. So what you want to do with the sit and squat is you want to be on your heels all the way down and just squat as far down as you can go. I'm still working on this move, but it's a great move for stretching out your lower body. So I start off in a squat on my toes, and then I put one foot out right here, one foot out right here, and just try to lean back on my heels as much as I can. This is a great exercise for ankle mobility. The modification for that, and as you can see I still can't get it all the way, is to just go on your toes like this. This is just fine. It just takes a lot more ankle strength to be flat on your heels. All right, now it's time for the 1 minute or probably 100 reps of the shadow jump. So the purpose of the shadow jump is to mimic the boxer step in this sense. So what you want to do is just do a regular boxer step, go back and forth like this, and that's going to help you get the feel for the move. And then you can pretend like you have the rope in your hands and just go like this. This is going to help with the coordination, and this is going to help get the move. So you're just moving back and forth from side to side, taking it easy. What you don't want to be doing is something like this. It's like like that, putting your foot on the ground really hard. You just want to glide back and forth. When you're learning a new move, the tendency for, at least a tendency for me, was to get excited, right? To get anxious about learning a new move and to play it up in your head. But you don't want to do that. You just want to be easy. The only way you'll learn a new move quickly is by being relaxed. You got to be relaxed, because if you're all anxious, then that's going to throw you off and it's going to make you more tense, so you're more likely to mess up. Thank you for the super chat. I'm not sure who sent that, but I really appreciate it. Tic Tac, thank you very much. All right, I appreciate that. Now we'll get into the workout. It's going to be a 25-minute workout. All right, I'm going to keep track of my calories as I always do on my Fitbit here. And we probably are going to burn around 200 calories or so. So I'm going to start off with the RX Smart Gear here. And I'm going to go over for the first, it's going to be a 2-minute jump. And the first thing I'm going to go over is the traditional boxer steps. So just back and forth, right, left, right, like this. Kind of like you see Muhammad Ali doing back when he was boxing. It's just right, left. That's all you want to do with the boxer step. There's nothing else with it. All you're doing is shifting your weight from side to side, just like this. This is what you should look like that. That's all it is. All right. Let's go for 2 minutes. I'm going to start it off. All right, 2-minute jump. Now, if you mess up, that's okay. You just got to keep going. Okay, so watch. Back and forth. Make sure you're staying on the balls of your feet. Nothing should change from doing the basic bounce or any other move. All you're doing is just moving back and forth. See? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What it looks like from the side. Back and forth. Just back and forth. That's all it is. So you see what that is. It's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's all it is getting that rhythm. And you can see that I kind of pick one foot up a little bit, so I'm just like that. That's all you're doing. So now we're gonna go for 1 minute, try it again. Try to get that rhythm going, back and forth, back and forth. I'll go up front like this. This is what it should be. Kind of like a boxer is doing, right? That's why they call it the boxer step. That's what it is. All right, now I'm gonna do 1 minute. I'm gonna go at the same pace this time as well. is the back and forth. This is the traditional basic boxer step. We're just doing 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's what it is. Let the sound of the rope help you with your rhythm. The sound of the rope hitting the ground. Okay. One, two, 1, 2. That's all it is. Now I'll do this again. Right? So all you're doing, watch what my upper body looks like. It's just back and forth. That's all it is. Just try this. If you're still having trouble, just try this. Pretend like you have the rope in your hands. Do the shadow jumping. And then do the exact same thing you're doing, what I'm doing right there, but just pick up the rope. And that'll help you. It's best to be able to get the feel for the move first. Now, okay, I'm gonna use the rhythm rope. It's a lighter rope, but it's a boxer. It's a rope specifically made for boxers and boxing type workouts. Now I'm gonna go through another version of the boxer step, which is 1, 2, or 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. So right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, and back and forth. The advantage of this one is that the foot that you're using, so this is what it looks like. The foot that you're using is going to give the other, you're going to get the other foot more rest than just doing the 1, 2, 1, 2. So 1, 1, 2, 2. And this is what it looks like. We'll go through 2 minutes of it so that you can see what it is. The great thing about the boxer step is there's no hard and fast rules. You can do all sorts of different permutations of it. So now I'm going to do it. So 1, 1, 2, 2. 1, 1, 2, 2. Right, right, left, left. Right, right, left, left. So when I'm on my right foot for 2 jumps, it's going to give my left foot and my left side of my body more time to rest. I'm going to be giving it 2 jumps worth of rest rather than just 1 jump worth of rest. And the same goes when I'm jumping, when I'm doing 2 on my left side. I'm giving my right foot and the right side of my body more rest. Just count in your head. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Or 1, 1, 2, 2. 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. Or anything that works for you. See how I'm going on one side for 2 jumps, and the other side for 2 jumps. This is what it looks like on the side. That's what it is. It's just the 1, 1, and then the 2. So, all it is. That's all you're doing with that one, okay? That's a really good one to learn. I like to switch between So I'm going to be going over 3 today, and I like to switch between all 3, but switching between the regular one, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then that one, the 1, 1, 2, 2, is a great way to increase your endurance because you're giving your body more and less time to rest on each side. All right, now I'm going to go through a minute of that same one, the 1, 1, 2, 2. So 2 jumps on one, 2 jumps on the other, okay? You'll see it again. All right. That's all it is, right? So now we did 2 so far. We're gonna go back through them. We're about 10 minutes in, 90 calories, so we're about almost halfway through. Okay, so remember, we've done the first one, which is I'll demonstrate it without the rope, back and forth like this, just back and forth like this. And if you're having trouble still, pretend like you have the rope in your hands and just go like this. Do the shadow jump. The other one is the 1, 1, and 2, 2. So you do 2 jumps on each side rather than 1. And the advantage of the double, the one I just did, is that it gives the other side of your body more time to rest, but you're putting more stress on one side of your body at the same time. So just be mindful of that. That's why it's good to learn different versions of the boxer step so that you can alternate between the 2 if you start getting tired. All right, now we're going to go to the third permutation, I guess is the best way to describe it, and that is 1, 2, and then I'd say 3, 3, and you just go back and forth. So the way it looks is like this. You go like, it's kind of like the Floyd Mayweather jab step. So it's 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, like that. So it's the traditional boxer step combined with the double. So it's 1, 2, and then 2 on the other side. Then 1, 2, and then 2 on the other side. Okay, so you're getting both, you're working out both sides, but this is a little bit more confusing because it fuses both of them together. But once you learn it, it's another good one to add because it does help vary up the rests that you get on each side. So let's go for 2 minutes with this one. And I'll show you why it's similar to Floyd Mayweather's boxer step and his jab step. Okay, let's start it. I'm using the RX gear rope now. Okay, I'm going into it. Ready, let's go. See? 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2. See how I'm doing the combination of both. See, it's a combination of the traditional and the 2. I'll show you why Floyd Floyd Mayweather's and why it's similar. He goes, he just does an exaggerated jab step with more of a pendulum in the middle. Alright. Go back to it. Let's go through that one again. Before we do the minute, just remember, the best way to learn these moves if you're still having trouble, and it's fine if you're having trouble, these are not easy moves to get, especially if you just started and it's your first time trying. So you just want to do the shadow jumping, okay? Shadow jumping means jumping without the jump rope, but pretending like you have the jump rope in your hands. That's going to give you as realistic of a scenario as you can get. So remember, this is how it goes now. Just like that, 2, 2. Like that, okay? So practice that without the rope if you're having trouble, and there's no need to be discouraged if you're having trouble with this move. It's not the easiest moves. Boxer step is not the easiest move, and adding these different ways of doing it I can see how it can get a little confusing, and it was for me in the beginning, but it's best to try to learn it. All right, now we're going for 1 minute. We're doing the same thing as before. Same thing as before. Traditional and then 2. That was 1 minute of it. So that's what that is. It's a combination. Okay. All it is a combination. And so I don't want to say it's simple because it's not simple. But the best thing to do when you're doing that one is to think of it as a combination of the traditional and the double. And that looks like this. So those are 3 ways to do the boxer step. And what I recommend is getting down the regular one first and then trying the other ones. But for some people, it might be easier to do the double or the combination of the traditional and the double, the one that I just did, the Floyd Mayweather kind of hybrid. All right, so the best thing to do is to try all 3, find out which one is best for you, and then stick with that one until you're able to master it. Now, mastery in this sense is being able to do 100 of them in a row without taking a break to rest or without tripping up all right? So 100 of them for each one. That's the challenge. So what we'll do now is we will do 100 of each, and we'll go through until we get to 25 minutes. And if you mess up or you trip up or you don't have the stamina to get through it or you're having trouble, that's okay. Just keep trying, all right? The worst thing you can do is to get frustrated and just not do it anymore. So follow what I'm doing here and do your best, and that's all you can do. And you will get it eventually. All right, so we're gonna do 100 traditional. This is what mastery looks like. And if I mess up, I'm gonna start again. 100 traditional ones, let's do it. I'll show you what mastery looks like. That was 100, so if you can do that, then you've mastered the traditional boxer step. Now we're gonna go to the double, and we're gonna do 100 of those and master that. All right, ready? Let's go. That's what mastery of the double looks like. 100 reps, just like the traditional. All right. Now we'll do 100 of the hybrid, the combination between the two. And this one gets a little bit more tricky to count because you're doing two different moves, really. But I'll do my best to count in my head. All right, 100. Ready? Let's do it. That works out well because it's really a 4 count, and so you're doing 25. That equals out to 100. 25 times 4. Okay. Now that's what the mastery looks like with it. So we got burned 200 calories. We're at about 22 minutes. And so what we'll do now is go through it again, and I'll show you. Remember, these are the 3 moves we're going through. It's the traditional, the double, and the hybrid. And that's what you want to go for. Now, what I would challenge you to do is I'm going to do a final, once we get to the 23-minute mark, I'm going to do a final 2-minute jump. So now what I want you to do is put all 3 of them together, try them together, try to rotate between the 3 and see how seamless you can make the transitions from all 3 of them. Or if you're feeling challenged and that you feel like you can't make it, just try to do one for 2 minutes straight with as few breaks or no breaks. All right, so we'll go for 2 minutes. And go. Now try to do as many transitions as you can. Okay, starting off with the traditional double. Then try to do your transitions. Doing transitions like this is really going to help with your coordination and your timing more than anything, and your muscle memory. That was the workout right there. We had those three that we learned today. The traditional boxer step, the double. So even I get confused with it sometimes. And then the hybrid. Like that. Those are three that you definitely want to learn with this. Let me shut down my Fitbit here. Those are three that you definitely want to learn. Three really good moves that will help you jump rope for a longer period of time. All right, now I'm going to read the chat to see if there's any specific questions here. I'm using the RX Smart Gear rope was one of the ropes I used, and this rope, the Rhythm rope. I know the guy who makes this rope, and it's pretty special rope. I really like it a lot. It's really good for workouts like these. It's not, you can't really do too many fancy tricks with it or anything. It's not a freestyle rope, but it is a really good rope. All right. Hey, thanks a lot for tuning in. I appreciate it. If there are no more questions, I'm going to get on to the rest of my workout. I got the rings that I got to get back into. Got to continue to practice the muscle up. I lost that during the lockdown, and the gyms still aren't open. And so I haven't been able to hang them for anything, but there's a tree out here in my yard that works okay for it. So I'm going to try that. Got to work on building muscle. I took the ACFT for the first time. That's the Army Combat Physical Test or whatever, fitness test. And yeah, it's pretty difficult. It's easy to pass, but it's really difficult to max it. Not many people have maxed it, and the people who have are much respect to them. So I'm going to work on trying to max it, but I have a lot of work to do, and most of it is strength based, so I can still max the run. The run was the only thing that I maxed. Everything else, it was kind of a diagnostic, so we really didn't have the opportunity to max it. But I could have maxed the leg tuck, but I stopped at like 13, I think. But I'm working on that. So got to work on my pull-ups, got to work on my deadlift, and I have to work on the sprint, drag, carry as well. The push-ups, I probably could have maxed those if I really tried, but they were trying to run us through it. All right, that's all I have for today. Thanks a lot. I'll check this chat one last time. And all right, nothing heard. So I appreciate the tune in. I hope you have a great weekend. Jump rope to freedom. Peace, everyone. Thanks for your support.